Cyrano de Bergerac. I've always loved the original play ever since I was a teenager, and I guess it spoke to me in terms of it being a story about feeling worthy of love.
It's an open-hearted story. A man loves a woman, but he feels that he is unlovable. So he loves her enough that he woos her for another man.
This is such a beloved story and has been depicted and told many, many times over the years.
Now you stand there, and I will be here, and when she returns, I will whisper what you must say to her.
No.
Yes, I will feed you the words.
Erica Schmidt, the writer, was commissioned by a theater company to do an adaptation of Cyrano by Rostand.
I cast Haley Bennett as Roxanne and Peter Dinklage as Cyrano.
In no way were we thinking about a movie one day, but Joe saw the show and fell in love with it and approached Erica.
And I was just incredibly moved by that production. I wanted to bring some of that modernity into the movie, to create a sort of fantasy of a period within a kind of outlandish, romantic atmosphere.
I will make you eloquent, while you make me handsome.
Peter Dinklage plays the role of Cyrano, and he plays him with incredible skill and emotional heart.
Call it a fantasy, call it a dream, call it pretend. A dream might be a lie, but it's also true.
Peter is just a mesmerizing actor who transcends every role he plays.
The way he can draw you in to a moment and allow you just to sit there and look in his eyes and just feed off of every piece of his soul, that's the gift.
3, 2, 1, action!
Well, I'd hope to fight 100, but 10 will do.
There's 2 big sword fights in the movie, and everything's super choreographed. So we worked for months, and they had it all mapped out like a dance. And every day, it's just muscle memory. You do it every day for hours.
Oh, sorry.
With the greatest people who are so patient with you.
Tráilers. Visita mi
Haley
canal.
brought intelligence to the role. She's an incredibly emotionally open actor.
I'm not impressed by your swordsmanship.
Oh, I know. Or rather, I know you pretend you're not.
I love to watch her in scenes with Peter and just seeing that playfulness of the childhood friendship that they had, Cyrano and Roxanne.
She's just all in, night after night, and take after take. She's capable of doing that. That's an actor.
My dearest Christian, speak to me like you do in your letters. Kelvin brings an elegance and a soulfulness to every role.
Yes, she loves me. Now, listen.
Kelvin is a major rising star, I think.
I mean, we struck gold finding him. He's so beautiful inside and out.
Roxanne,
Yes?
De Guiche is on his way here.
Then you will delay him.
Ben brings an extraordinary unpredictability to every character he plays. You're never quite sure what he might do next, and in a way that makes him dangerous.
He works very much in the moment, and so what you read on the paper isn't necessarily what you're going to get, and I quite enjoy working with actors that way.
What does it feel like to slow dance in sunlight with someone you love?
I knew from the beginning that I wanted it to be through composed. Matt Berninger shared with me all of the tracks. They call them sketches. Aaron and Bryce Desner write these sketches. And Matt gave me all of that music, and I started listening to it, and I rewrote the whole script based on their tracks.
Like bones and cry for, and I won't be ashamed.
Peter Dinklage and Erica, they put together a group of actors at their house in upstate New York, and they read it to me, underscored by kind of instrumental music of ours, and it really worked. And then Matt Berninger and his wife, Corinne Besser, developed the lyrics.
We had a sort of shared image bank that we were all playing around with, and lines from the script would float into the lyrics, and every once in a while a lyric would be better as spoken dialogue.
And I, my heart, will lend.
While the play was being put on upstate, we were tinkering with the songs and changing the songs and lyrics, and songs were moving around a lot.
Joe and Bryce and Matt worked night and day to make sure that the music would move the story forward.
1, 2, 3, act.
All the music in the movie was recorded live. The actors would have an earpiece in which they'd hear pre-recorded instrumental track, or sometimes actually we had a pianist accompanying them live. And I think that gives the singing a kind of intimacy and a kind of humanness.
It's like live theater. You forgive the scratches. That's part of singing. That's your soul.
There was a scene that I really love, and it's a Christian song called Someone to Say.
I give anything for someone to say.
I really loved Joe's vision. All of the soldiers doing this incredibly lyrical, modern dancing, and kind of challenging what it means to be male. And there's no one better to express that than City Larby. He's incredible.
That no matter how bad it gets, they won't turn away from me.
We filmed the movie in a town in Sicily called Noto, which is a kind of Baroque masterpiece built in the 1690s.
It's the perfect setting for a kind of fantasy. It's a cinematographer's dream.
It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. We shot in beautiful old palazzo that was just extraordinary.
Seamus McGarvey, the director of photography, and I have worked together for many, many years. And so it's a very, very close creative collaboration.
It's lovely to be around true artists. It's like a brilliant conversation the whole time working with Joe's team.
We were in the middle of a pandemic and we created a little bubble of cast and crew.
We kind of had the blessing of the town for us to be there, which made it so easy and so lovely.
But the town was pretty much shut down, and so it was really like a giant backlot for us. We also then moved to the north of the island and shot on Mount Etna, which is a live volcano. Might have been one of the silliest ideas I've had.
Action!
You don't need to put on fake dirt up there, because we really were living and breathing volcano life.
I wanted a kind of visual juxtaposition with Noto. It's a very stark environment.
I love being out in the elements. You have to just accept what nature's going to throw at you and work around it.
Prior to shooting, I'd been told that there would be no snow until February. It never snows in December, and suddenly there was a massive dump of snow.
It's so much better not to have to act cold. Just really be cold and shoot an actor that's cold.
Today, you are all actors, whatever walk of life you come from. Acting is a holy profession.
Joe's a rare bird. He lives and breathes cinema.
Action.
He's such a visionary filmmaker, and he's just incredibly prepared and detailed in his work, and he's always storyboarding everything.
So the first shot we're going to do tonight is two cameras, one's there and one's there, and it's all about you guys.
It's detailed to performance and how a performance can be executed. It's just so fun to watch.
This guy here is the most ferocious of the smartest.
It was a very, very special time, and because of the pandemic and what was happening, it felt like there was an added determination from all those involved to create something special and almost in defiance of this terrible thing that was happening to the world.
This film is an expression of my love for Hayley and my own feelings of unworthiness for love. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I cry anymore, that is a wrap. Thank you very much.